Hey guys, good morning. We are making some no-cook breakfast burritos today. So these would be great if you're living in the dorms and you don't have a kitchen really to work with, but you do have a microwave. This would be a great recipe to have. This is also great if you're just, living on your own and you need something simple and easy to make, to take to work or just a snack to have real quick, something along those lines. So let's get started and I will show you how to make these. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is get our eggs made up here. I'm using a carton of egg beaters. These are liquid eggs, essentially. These are a great substitute for buying a dozen eggs and having to individually crack each egg. So what I did here, I just poured this into my liquid measuring cup. I have 1 cup here that we're going to use our microwave to heat up. We'll heat this in about 20-second intervals and stirring in between each interval until our eggs are nice and fluffy. Okay, our eggs are out of the microwave. This is what they look like. This took about, I don't know, maybe not quite 3 minutes of total cooking time to get them to this stage. I like mine nice and dry, so I cooked them a little bit longer. So now we can just go ahead and put this into our big mixing bowl here. I'm gonna break those up a little bit. And we're trying to get about 10 breakfast burritos out of these. So I have 10 tortilla shells here. So that's what we're going for. And now we can measure out our potatoes. So I'm using potatoes O'Brien. The nice thing about these O'Brien potatoes is that they already have the onions and peppers cut up in here, so you don't have to do any extra prep work with peppers or onions or anything like that. So I'm going to measure out about 2 cups here. And I'm not going to heat these up either, because our breakfast burritos, we're just going to put those in the freezer and keep them frozen until we're ready to heat them up. So no point in cooking up our potatoes prior to, using these or heating them up in the microwave. So, okay, that looks good there. Now we can move on to our bacon. So I'm using some of this Jimmy Dean fully cooked bacon. There's all sorts of different brands that make fully cooked bacon. This is ours right here. So I'm going to take this out of the package. I'm just going to cut this up with some kitchen scissors, especially if you don't have access to like a big chef knife or anything like that. Or if you're not comfortable using a knife, you can just use a good pair of kitchen scissors, which are also fairly inexpensive. So I'll do that and then get that added to our mixture here. Okay, we got our bacon sliced up there. I put it in there. I actually had some left over, and I'll use this for like a BLT or something. So have a little extra there. Now we can go ahead and add our cheese. I'm just going to use some sharp cheddar cheese, and I think I'll put in about a ½ cup, which is pretty much all that's left in this bag there. So that looks good there. So this is kind of what our mixture is looking like. Now, if you want, you can add your hot sauce of choice. I think I'm just going to add some Tabasco. Again, you don't have to add this if you don't want to. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now I'll just give this a stir, get all this mixed up, and then we'll get ready to assemble our breakfast burritos. Okay, so I have a tortilla out here. I'm just going to add a little bit of Greek yogurt to my tortilla. This is going to act like our sour cream. So I'm just taking an offset spatula. You can use a spoon or a butter knife. That'll work just fine too. I'll just kind of spread this out a little bit here over that. And then I'm just using this little fruit cup as my measuring cup here. So I'll just kind of take a scoop of my mixture here, kind of put it in the center of my tortilla. Get everything kind of lined up. And then just kind of fold this over. Just like that. So I'll finish doing the rest of these. I'll set this over on my plate here. After I get all these rolled up, we'll put these in some plastic wrap and get these ready for the freezer. Okay, so we got our stack of breakfast burritos here. These are looking good. I'll get these in some plastic wrap, and we'll put them in a Ziploc bag and get them ready for the freezer. All right, so here's our bag of breakfast burritos ready to go into the freezer. These are all individually wrapped, and these will make really easy breakfasts, to just reheat in the microwave for a few seconds if you're on your way to class or work or whatever. If you just need a really quick breakfast, this would be a great thing to make. So these are just no-cook breakfast burritos. So enjoy, guys.